Good evening and welcome back to Prime of Midlife. This is going to be quite a quick video because I'm getting taken out for dinner tonight, so yay me. Not that it's going out for dinner as such, I'm going through to my other halves and we're having a chippy tea, which is just as much fun. And I have the dishwasher on in the background, as you will no doubt hear. Why I wanted to come on tonight was we've all just seen that the inflation rate has hit 9%. And that is just so scary. And the fact that the government doesn't seem to be doing anything about it is even more scary. They're just saying, oh well, it's going to be difficult for everyone. It is difficult for everyone, and I get that. However, I think that there's a whole lot of stuff is being ignored. We've got wages that are still sitting so low. And they're saying, oh, there's no unemployment now. We've got so many jobs going, etc., etc. And there's so much in the media about it just now. But one thing I did notice was when they were talking about, the problems yesterday with the cost of living crisis, and, we're waiting on the inflation rate coming out today. And at the bottom of that report was, at least in a couple of media outlets, was the Marks and Spencer's guy. He was like, well, yes, we've noticed a drop, but all this, the savings that people had from COVID, that will get them through, and I just see this as transitory. Yep, great, thanks for that, because I would say probably at least half of the population of the UK cannot afford to buy their food at Marks and Spencer's. This is not transitory for a lot of people. And the fact that unions are getting vilified in the press again, I know that the ScotRail staff, their union has said no, 2.2% is not acceptable. And I was sitting in the house listening to the news, and the BBC report came on, and I was like, oh, ouchie. They're saying, oh, it's going to be carnage, and Scottish trains are going to be dreadful, and blah blah blah. And so I looked at the offer. I read some more things, and I looked at the offer, and it's 2.2%. But what the rail company is saying is, well, actually it could be 7% if all our spending targets are met and we make as much money as we think. Oh yeah, it could be 7%. Who's 7% for? The CEO, the managing director, the HR guy, the director of operations, and all these other higher management. Which one of your lowest paid staff is going to get 7%? Because I'm pretty sure it's not going to be your cleaners, your drivers, your conductors, etc., etc. And I think that's something that we need to look at now. We do have unions in this country, and they have been vilified for a long, long time. But if you are somewhere, and especially the NHS, after they busted a gut helping us with COVID, and they got a ridiculously insulting pay offer, and it's being held, and they're saying, oh, public servants, they can't have a decent wage rise. And then they wonder why everyone's leaving. Why would you stay there? School meals. That was the headline where the Marks and Spencer's guy came in. The school meals. The report was that they're going to really struggle. They're going to have to buy cheaper quality food or give smaller portions, etc. What the headlines in none of the medias that I read or watched, none of them said was that the company who stated this also supply NHS trusts, they supply hospitals, they supply care homes. This is not just school kids whose portions are going to have to get reduced or whose quality of food is going to have to get reduced because of the prices now. This is your hospitals, your care homes, your schools, all your industrial catering is all going to be heavily, heavily affected. And it's going to cost more. It's going to cost the government more, but also it's going to cost people in the street more. And it's time that the government looked and said the people in the street need some help. And I know I sound like I'm rambling, and I am. I'm so cross. I was going to actually sit and make notes, but because I'm getting taken out for a GPT, I'm just putting this up just now because Patrick's house doesn't have internet yet. If you haven't got anything put away, if you don't have anything, you have to start looking at this, because So many people are really, really going to struggle. So many people are struggling now. And then, as I say, you have the woman who came out yesterday, I think as well, safeguarding minister or something. Just work more hours or get a better paid job. Really? That's your answer? You do 40 hours a week and you just need to get more hours? The way the government portrays people on low incomes as, oh, they're just working part-time, or oh no, they're on benefits, or oh, they're just doing the gig economy, working a few hours a week. No, there's a lot of them doing 40, 50-hour weeks and still barely able to make ends meet. I did a thing today, and I mean, even trying to get your cheapest deals on electricity, your cheapest deals on rent, etc., you're left with virtually nothing at the end. And it's getting so bad now. So again, if you can start stocking up, do it now. If you can help your friends and family get together, start growing things, do it now. Join community groups. Join anything that's going to help you get through this, because the government just seems to be totally blinkered. And of course, the longer they say we can't do it, that's another week that we've had our income strangled. So every day that they say, oh, we'll look into it, oh yes, we are looking into it, it's now weeks since we knew that this was going to be a big problem. We're now at 9% interest. Last month it was 7%, and we all kicked off going, what? Come on, we're going to need help. It's now 9%, and the government are still standing there going, oh yes, we need to look at this, we're going to struggle. By which time our elderly, our infirm, our low income people, they can't eat, they can't put on the heating. And best of all in the world, yes, it's warmer now. In October the bills go up. When is it going to stop? Do you know, are they waiting to cull us off or something? It's maybe a bit strong, but you know what I mean. Anyway, I shall go now and get ready to go out for my chippy tea. Thank you as well to everyone who subscribed, and please do let me know what you think in the comments, because do you know what, I'm just really struggling to know what to say, because there isn't anything coming through that I can say, oh, this is great, this is going to help. We have to do it for ourselves. We have to make this work for ourselves as best we can. So let's get together, let's share ideas, and let's try and do it as best we can for ourselves. See you later.